This is Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here are some of the top stories you'll find in this week's newspaper. The Monroe County Reporter this week has an exclusive with the lone surviving witness of that horrific train wreck on a private driveway off Collier Road. David Buffington talked to the reporter about what he saw and heard that night as he was working on a fence with his co-worker, Chris Burkett. They were doing repairs to a fence when they heard Miss Shirley Treadway and her driver, Deborah Hall. Their car got stuck on the railroad tracks and they heard gravel spinning. They ran over to help. Buffington told the reporter what he saw and how he jumped away at the last second. See more details in this week's Reporter. Monroe County will say farewell on Saturday to a teenager who died in a wreck on Friday. Caden Swansea, 17, a senior at Mary Persons, member of the baseball team, was killed on his way to school on Juliet Road around 7:30 on Friday morning. Members of the baseball team and other friends and teachers and family held a candlelight vigil in his memory on Monday at the Mary Persons baseball field. See what they had to say and what their memories are of Caden Swansea and more about the funeral services this Saturday at 3 o'clock at First Baptist Church in this week's Reporter. And the third of three tragedies last week happened on Friday night when Brandy Zellner, age 39, was struck by a car behind America's Best Value Hotel on Frontage Road. She was struck by a woman named Mona Faye Arnold who was driving and lost control and went off the road. Ms. Zellner was taken to Monroe County Hospital where she was pronounced dead. She was 39 years old. Find out more details in this week's Reporter.
Officer David Asbell responded to a welfare check at America's Best Inn on Frontage Road on November 9th. He went to the room, and when he knocked, he heard a dog barking in the room, but could not hear anything else. He knocked again. The door came open, and the dog came to the door. Asbell called for animal control, and while he was waiting for them to arrive, a woman came to the door wrapped in a towel and asked why her door was open. Asbell explained it opened when he knocked and that he was there on a welfare check. He then returned to service.
Monroe County District Attorney Jonathan Adams told the reporter on Monday that he is dropping charges against Steve Reese, the store clerk who fired rounds at a wanted fugitive who was considered armed and dangerous back in 2019. Justin Donnelly, of course, now 28 years old, has been in the Monroe County Jail the last 2 years, awaiting charges of firing at a Monroe County deputy that night. He spent all night at large despite a manhunt and wound up at the Rumble Road BP where Reese fired shots at him. Donnelly filed asking a magistrate judge to charge Reese with aggravated assault. The magistrate judge, Hugh Sosby, gave him that charge, but Jonathan Adams on Monday dropped those charges, saying that Reese was within his rights under the citizen's arrest law in Georgia back in 2019 to use force necessary of a law enforcement official, the same force, in order to make an arrest. Reese fired warning shots, did not hit Donnelly, who was arrested later that morning. See more details in this week's Reporter.
Hello, I'm Terry Johnson. I write Monroe Outdoors for the Reporter. Perhaps you don't realize it, but if you're a hunter, you live in a state that perhaps offers some of the best hunting opportunities you'll find anywhere in the country. Of course, we've got the big four. We have seasons on deer, dove, duck, and turkey. However, believe it or not, we've got species other than that that are hunted in Georgia. In fact, we have seasons on over 30 different types of animals. If you want to vary your hunting experiences and you want to find out something new about hunting in Georgia, Take a look at this week's reporter. You're going to find out that there are a lot more hunting opportunities available to you than you ever realized. All of this is in this week's reporter.
Monroe County loves its firearms, and there's no better place to get your firearms and ammunition needs than Red Root Defense, a small family-owned business right here in the heart of Georgia near the Jones-Monroe County line. Check them out for a full selection of firearms, ammunition, and accessories.
You know, the word fake news has become sort of commonplace in the last couple of years, and the reporter wants to do its part to get in on the fun. So every week, we will try to feature on this broadcast one piece of fake news. Your job as the viewer is to try to determine which one is fake news. There used to be a game show like this where you try to figure out who's telling the truth and who's telling the lie. Well, that's what's going on here. Find out which one is the fake news and post it here in the comments below.
Barbara Glow of Bolingbroke and her 2020 Z51 Corvette won the People's Choice Award at the Concours d'Elegance and Motoring Festival in Hilton Head on November the 6th. Barbara was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in October of 2018, and her husband Ken Glow secretly ordered her a 2020 Corvette. While he waited for the car to arrive, doctors did surgery to remove the tumor, and in February of 2019, Barbara underwent more chemotherapy and treatment. The new Corvette finally came in July. Ken Glow had Dustin Duggar of Ugly Signs in Macon create a large check to give to Barbara. In the box with the dollar amount, Ken put a photo of the shiny yellow Corvette. As it happened, Barbara Glow, a former manager at Fountains Car Wash, was applying for a job with 5 Star at the time. The manager was giving her a tour of the facility. They circled back to the showroom and stopped in front of the beautiful, brand new Corvette. The manager gave Barbara an envelope, which she assumed was a job offer. But when she opened it, she found the giant check made out to her for the yellow Corvette. They now travel and enter into car shows. Barbara Glow is doing quite well.
Well, we hear from our readers how popular the Monroe County Reporter is, but you don't have to just find it in a store or get it and wait for your mail to come. You can now read it online as well at mymcr.net with a subscription to our e-edition. To the Monroe County Reporter, read all your favorite news and sports and what's going on in Monroe County online where you are on your phone or on your computer. Call 994-2358 to sign up today to your subscription.
Take a cue from me. Do you really want to be informed? Subscribe to the reporter.
Well, Monroe County veterans gathered on the courthouse square at 11 a.m. on November the 11th, last Thursday, to honor America and honor America's veterans. And they were saluted with music from the Mary Persons Band, as well as honors from local dignitaries. And also the Biden administration even got involved and sent actually small booklets to each veteran to explain to them how they can better understand LGBTQ issues and critical race theory as they navigate life after their service to the military. So, good news for our local veterans. See more details in this week's reporter. In sports this week, the Mary Persons Bulldogs season has come to an end as they lost at Burke County on Friday night. Find out how it went down. On a happier note, sophomore running back Duke Watson sets the all-time single-season rushing record with 1,700 yards. He broke the record set by Alvin Tolles on the 1980 state title team. Watson breaking a record that Tolles took 15 games to set in just 11 games. Quite a season for the young man from Forsyth. Be fun to watch him the next 2 years. Also, the Mary Persons Cheer Dogs are going to defend their state title on Friday night. Find out how they did in the region competition last weekend as they get ready to try to win a second straight state championship. All that and much more in sports in this week's Reporter.
In the spirit of our age, the Reporter is proud to introduce all new critical race theory pricing. Due to the endemic of injustice and racism and sexism and homophobia that have been woven into the fabric of our imperialist nation for more than 400 years of white oppression, we are now restructuring our subscription rates to reflect our new commitment to inclusion, equity, and fairness. Here are the annual subscription rates under what we're calling Critical Reporter Theory. Bisexuals, just $38 a year. Pansexuals, $33 a year. African Americans, $36 a year. Hispanics, $31.50. Furries, $29.99. Native Americans, $34.67. Trans, $30.99 per year. All of those prices can knock an extra $5 off if you're a woman, were a woman, or transitioning into a woman, whatever. And finally, for white men, the Reporter is now $1,999 per year. Our effort to balance those past transgressions of the white patriarchy are on full display in our new prices. In addition, the Reporter will now put your chosen pronouns on our labels: he, she, it, whatever. We will not discriminate. So join us as we celebrate Biden's new United America with our critical Reporter Theory pricing that is sure to bring us all together in one woke mass.